Hi Kiwi, alright, we're picking up Celeste where we left off, and just pausing at this menu for a moment and looking at how long we've been playing this game and how much we've accomplished. Over 10,000 deaths in 30 hours. That's a concerning number of failures if you want to conceptualize them that way, but honestly, I think it's more than that. It's 10,000 attempts. 10,000 yes, 10,000 failures, but 10,000 attempts at learning mechanics, getting better at mechanics, and eventually reaching the success. It's definitely, to a degree, disheartening to see that much effort and how long it's taken to get what I'm aiming for. But on the other hand, you know what? I think it's pretty rewarding. I have gotten better at this game. I have gotten substantially better at this game, and like if I were to replay it, some of the earlier levels that gave me trouble, I think I'd make it through it a lot faster. And again, it shouldn't be disregarded that it's hard to play a game and offer meaningful commentary at the same time, which is maybe a, how to phrase this, maybe that's a compliment I am assuming for myself that is undeserved. I definitely think there are episodes out there that I have produced that are of poorer quality than I would like to publish. But where do I go from here? Oh ho, a secret. Oop, wrong way. I'm just gonna go for it and we'll learn it as we go. Okay, jellyfish. So I assume I want this. Okay. Ah, I see. What I can do is I can use that platform in the center to throw this. But I didn't have my dash, so I definitely need to get the dash reset down here. I lost my train of thought from what I was saying before, but effectively, like, I openly acknowledge that the quality of the videos I produce is below the standard that I would like to hold them at. I just do not have the experience or knowledge base to really produce what I want, and there are a lot of guides on YouTube, and I've been watching a lot of them, believe you me, but it's just, this is still very much an experimental work in progress sort of channel. And honestly, the most important part of this channel is that it functions as a sleep aid for you, Kiwi. The other merits that it could possibly earn are secondary to that. So if the content is boring, if the dialogue is monotone, it is intended as a sleep aid. So I suspect I'm doing what the intent of this channel is being met, is what I guess I'll phrase it as. But even then, I would like to have a higher standard of quality, which is why I've been trying to learn how to audio balance. I've been doing some baseline editing, not for much other than comedic effect, but even then, it's fun, it's gratifying to learn a new skill. And there's still a lot to learn. It has given me a newfound appreciation for the content creators I follow and all of the effort they must put into making quality level content that I enjoy partaking in. And realistically speaking, I don't think I'll ever reach that level, and that's for me fine. For me, what this channel is it's a form of expression. It's a gift to you. It's a chance for me to learn a new skill and perhaps make something of it down the road. But my skill set has never been the artistic type. My skill set has never been the creative type. Well, actually, I take that back. Creative maybe, but artistic I have never had much of a knack for being able to create things that I would proudly show others, I suppose. But I'll get this eventually. But with all that said, still, the fact that this has been able to take me so far out of my comfort zone has been a really gratifying experience, I suppose, is what I'll say. And I'm happy for it. I got to share something with you, and there are things that I've done in it that have made you laugh, which in and of itself is absolutely worth the effort that it's taken. I guess, like all things, I am a perfectionist, and I will never claim these videos to be perfect. But maybe in a way they are. They're a unique picture into where I am, what I'm doing, what I want to say in a given moment. And I definitely say things that I don't mean to say all the time, which you're well aware of. I I don't know if I'd be so bold as to call it a speech impediment, but I definitely seem to be very good at losing my train of thought mid-sentence or saying the same word over and over again, desperately intending to mean a different word. I mean, you were watching, I think it was a Cassette Beast episode the other day, or no, it was Hollow Knight. No, it definitely was Cassette Beast. It was a Cassette Beast episode, and I just kept saying Isaac over and over again while this very definitively talking about, very definitively talking about Hollow Knight, but I kept calling it Isaac for some reason, which frustrated the heck out of me. Whoa, okay. Whoa. Alright, we're just going. Cool. Oh, new music. Does something new happen here? I like the violin is now more prominent. That's really cool. If I had to guess, that means we're entering the B-side. If I'm gonna take the musical cue changes as like the transition between difficulties, this is probably the equivalent of the B-side now. I'm going to assume that, though I have no way of proving it. What do I do here? Oh, duh. Oops. Yeah, okay. Let that fish respawn. I just have to get underneath it with the cloud. I think. Wait, but I'm not getting in your x-axis. Why are you exploding? Was I mistaken about how they work? No, I don't think I was. Okay. It's just it's a hard angle. Got it. There we go. See? Doable. And then what I need to do is get the dash. I gotcha. Alright, this is just getting the motions right, but for a brief moment I was getting very introspective, and I lost my train of thought as I was saying, but anyway. Alright, so dash here, blow up, dash here, and then, oh, okay, that makes it a lot easier. Cool. Alright, looks like I'm going to be spring platforming with the jellyfish here. Which way do I want it to go? Do I want it to go to the right or to the left? I clearly need to go to the right. I guess the question is, do I take the jellyfish with me, or do I have to throw it? So my guess is, obviously, I go up and dash through the jellyfish, bring it up, maybe I land on the spring to the left, float to the right, land on, throw the jellyfish and dash to the right, and then hit the spring on the bottom, and as that rockets me up, collect the jellyfish again, then bounce to off the right spring. I clearly have to throw the jellyfish on those two springs that are covered. Which begs the question, where am I going to do that? It's a very pretty violin, or string instrument. Alright, let's try this. That looks like if I take it high enough, I can throw it into the spring up there. I don't know if that's the correct move or not. I don't feel like it is. Maybe it's only just getting it in position that matters. So, I'll just... yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just try and focus on getting the jellyfish to the other side and me to the other side as well. See? And now I can... oh, it falls, so I only have one chance. Okay, so then I have to be quick and methodical. Things I'm not typically good at. Oh! Not fully sure what to do there, but... interesting, interesting. My favorite catchphrase, to call things interesting. Okay, so... I think I see it. I have to throw the jellyfish, and then cling onto the wall, and then bounce off of it. Or, like, jump off of it, and then hit the jellyfish after that, maybe. Because I'll still have my dash, so I should be able to take it to the left towards the other spring. This is my guess, and we'll see if it does work. That wasn't what I intended. I messed up. Oh. Maybe I don't even need to wait for the springs. Maybe I can just... obviously, the springs are intended, but I think I can probably get away with just throwing it and then dashing to it with a diagonal if I angle it properly. If I timed it properly, too. A shame. I couldn't do that. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I forgot to dash. But that was really cool. That was really, really cool. Okay. Okay, that works too, I suppose. I can salvage this and dash, and there we go. Haha. All right. Oh, that felt really cool. All right. Okay, not sure what to do here with this one. I wonder if these blocks fall like what they were in the first section. That would be my expectation. So really, the challenge is figuring out when I want them to fall and how I... Oh, there's a spring there. When do I want them to fall and where do I want them to fall to? Okay, so that one, obviously I have to hit first. And I need to hit the spring to get to the left side. Pardon me. I don't think I can... I'm not convinced my dash will take me all the way up there. No, it won't. So I do have to do the jump. So latch onto that. I bet I can... I could definitely dash into the spring. That's maybe that's what I need to do so I have more time. Gotcha. Dash into the spring, and there we go. I wonder if that rocketed me a little bit further, too. Well, we didn't want that. Oops. Alright. So... Fool me once, shame on me. So, if I do this, and then I can do that, and then dash into that, and jump. Oh, that's sick. But what do I do after that? Okay. That felt really cool, but maybe I'm missing something. It feels like I might have missed something there, so... I wonder if I have to hit the jump gem and get like a slightly higher angle on it by going diagonal. Oh, come on. Yeah. Yeah! Alright. That room took a while, but I knew I could do it. Alright. Another secret. Let's see what's over here. So it's more jellyfish platforming, so it looks like I'm going to have to throw it and then dash to it a couple times. Now, what's the trick to getting up there is the question. Alright, well, let's muscle it out a little bit and see where it takes us. Alright, so if I dash to it too soon, that makes sense that it... Whoops. That would happen. I definitely need to dash to it. I just need to be maybe a little bit lower. Okay. I see what it's going for. It's just a matter of getting the timing right. Maybe I don't want to... Maybe I don't want to hit that one. Or throw it and dash to it the same way I do here. Maybe I throw it and then try to angle myself through this other section. Oh, well, that was way easier. See if I can make it back. Cool. Get a little bit more height. I think what I want to do here is do that and then jump up. Nope, almost had it. Yeah, that's probably what I need to do. I need to throw it, dash to it, and then dash upwards. So let's try that. Almost. I think what I need to do is throw the jellyfish a little bit earlier so that I can have more time. So let's say throw it there? No. That was a little too high. So maybe I also need to change the... Oh, wait. That's all I needed to do. Okay. Fair enough. Not sure if I can get that back if I... I think I might be able to salvage this, maybe. If that had been if that had been upwards, I think I would have gotten it, but I've got this room figured out. That doesn't count, okay? What? I think I just did a corner hop by accident, which is a speedrun tech that I probably have done many times unintentionally, but I'm not cognizant of doing. And I've never intentionally done it, I guess. Unless the momentum bounces count in that realm of corner hops. Getting a little too much height, but I think we're good. There we go. And now I throw that and completely forget what I'm doing. That's fine. Right, I have to throw it on entry into the room. Assuming I can make it into the room in the first place. Anyway, I do want to say a little bit more about what I was talking about earlier. Namely... Namely, like, recontextualizing how I look at my videos. Because, again, I know my target audience is really one person, and if there's anyone else who finds enjoyment in them, then I don't know if they were necessarily my target, but I'm very grateful for their enjoyment. Okay, here we go. And I forgot to grab again. But that would have done it. That would have done it. But, yeah, what am I trying to say here? The goal of this channel was always to create something that Kiwi would enjoy watching and falling asleep too. If it brings her a smile, I have achieved the one mission I set out on with this channel. And it's kind of crazy to think that I've been doing this for almost half a year now. Like, what a wild thought. I just kept going with it, you know? It felt fun, and again, it was gratifying to learn a new skill, test my... effectively take on a new hobby with some free time in between work. Darn it. I really want to keep holding onto that jellyfish, and I forget that I'm supposed to throw it. Jellyfish's friend should not throw. Maybe? Oh, darn. Okay, I can definitely salvage this. Not like that, though. There we go. Okay, and now I just casually glide over here. Perfect. Alright, I see I need to use this. I probably have to hit this fish downwards, then it'll bounce to the left, and then I have to jump on it there and have it rocket me to the right. Okay, that seems doable. Okay, doable, but I had to be mentally ready for it, too. Woo! Wow, that room went fast. Let's see what's over here. Well, I kind of processed, so lots of buttons. Guaranteed speedrunners can slip under those little crevices under the gates. Guaranteed. Speedrunners be crazy what they do. Alright, so if I recall, the trick to this was what I did last time, where Can I make it back? I can make it back. Woohoo! I don't think I'm making it back. Oh, wait, no. Wait, hold on. I can do this. Whoop. Whatever. What I'm trying to say is effectively, I need to be accepting of what it is that I've accomplished. No one is going to be good at something they do new on the first try. And I've been doing this for 6 months, which in the grand scheme of things, I'm way behind. And it's with a skill set that I've never actually used before. I've never made any videos outside of like really silly ones for school type work, and those are hardly professional. Those are okay. That is an extremely fancy room that I have to somehow solve. If I hit the spring, that would be the first step. Anyway, I don't know where I stand in comparison to other content creators, and frankly, I don't think it matters where I stand in comparison to other content creators, because at the end of the day, my content is intended for anyone who wants to enjoy it, but the first and original target was always Kiwi, and she's enjoying it, so I'm doing everything I could have hoped to have accomplished here. And I shouldn't... It's always that frustrating sense of everything needs to be perfect, everything needs to be exactly right, that gets me, and it's not limited to just video creation, but maybe I should take a lesson out of Madeline's book and learn to accept the parts that I'm not proud of, because it's not just about that, it's about the journey getting there, it's the journey about accepting and learning how to... It's about the climb. I'm not here for numbers, I'm here for myself, to prove to myself that I could do something new. Something so far out of my wheelhouse that it was not even something I would have considered doing years ago. And I think that's something to be proud about. It doesn't have to be the best thing. It doesn't have to be the most amazing thing. It just has to be something. And it's absolutely something. And that's all I could ask for. Ooh, a new mechanic. I wonder... I'm going to assume this works similar to... Yeah, okay, these are just like the... traffic symbols in chapter 1. They're just recolored. Alright, so I see a little sigil down there, so my guess is I probably have to bounce this fish. So let's get him pretty low. Okay, I see what I need to do. So what I need to do is I need to bounce this fish down twice and then get onto this thing. So 1, 2, It hit the thing, so it's too low now. All right, we'll redo that. So 1 bounce, 2 bounce, get onto this, launch that, and then once I launch that, I fall down onto the fish, have him, well, there was a plan, I promise you. So 1 more time. All right, bounce 1, bounce 2, get onto this, fall down and lock. Bounce once, bounce twice, activate this, activate, I can do, well, it's fine, it's honestly fine, there we go. Okay, and now this gets activated, I can probably hit that spring to get launched to the right, and the fish should hit the sigil, right? The sigil to the left, maybe? Let me confirm that this, no, okay. For some reason I thought the fish would get rocketed over there. So do I need to get it myself? Alright, here's a thought. What happens if the fish gets activated by this spring? That's cool and all, but... Oh, I figured it out. I figured it out. All I need to do is I have to have that push the fish. I have to activate this first. Maybe I have to activate it by its spring. That way I can get far enough? No, probably not. Let's see. Hit that down there, and then look at that. And now I can bounce it 1 more time, get over here. And then all I need to do is activate the fish. It'll explode. And just like that, if I hit that spring, I'm in the clear. Okay, I figured it out. See, this is what I was saying before. Celeste is not just a platformer, it is a puzzle. And the solution to the platforming is the solution to those puzzles. Then you just have to work on the muscle memory and the mechanics and get to what you're aiming for. Which is still a work in progress, mind you. But there are 2 levels to the enjoyment of Celeste. There is the I solved the puzzle, and there is the I completed the puzzle with good mechanical skill and platforming skill. And then there's the inherent dissatisfaction of when you fundamentally screw it up, like I just did there. Anyway, I'm really getting distracted from the point of conversation that I wanted to maintain, and that is, I have created something, and in and of itself, creating something is worth applauding, whether it is something good or something not so good. At least that's how I want to think about it. If only to justify my poor quality videos, but it's more than that. I really do feel like this is something that I should be proud of. I mean, I have learned skills that I have never had before. I've gotten better at maintaining dialogue over, well, I've gotten better, not great, at maintaining dialogue while accomplishing things in video games. Which, whoops. There we go. But I've gotten better at giving dialogue over video games. I've learned how to do basic video editing, which is something I've never done before. I've learned how to balance audio, I think. Whether I balance that audio well or not is an entirely separate story, I suppose, but... Alright, what happens if I hit the fish from below? Okay, I understand how to read the fish now. That entire little circular radius around him is his blast zone, so as long as I'm not within that, he won't explode. I gotcha. So what I'm trying to do here is probably... somehow... I need to get behind him. My timing seems to be a bit off. Wait, what if I blow him up and then land in front of him before he respawns? I bet that's it. There we go. Look at that. That's so cool. Like, they keep finding new and more new ways to use their mechanics. This is so cool. All right, I assume I need to push the fish with this block. So maybe if I... nope, that didn't work. Let's see if I can reset without dying. Not that my death counter really matters for anything. Alright. So it would appear that dashing does not... Okay, so I can push it. So what I need to do is as soon as I jump on it, dash that way. And that might be far enough that it works. Let's see. I still have to worry about that. Gotcha. So dash to the right and that'll solve it. Oops. Right. Okay. I assume I'm too far out of the range there, yeah. So all I need to do is nudge this a little bit to the right. The timing is kind of tight, but I think that's the plan. Yeah, look at that. And then I go like that. And I see I need to dash upwards to get the double dash. Okay, and because it gets pushed so fast, I don't actually need to worry about clinging onto that wall to the right after all. So just dash as soon as I hit it, and then do that, and then not flub the upwards dash, but you know. Anyway, all I'm trying to say is I have learned skills. I have accomplished something that I never would have dreamed of accomplishing. And yeah, I get like single-digit views, and I have less than 10 subscribers, and that's still amazing. That I found people who, aside from Kiwi, would want to listen to me ramble about the inane nonsense that I find interesting. Who appreciate what I'm doing on video, be it a game, a narrative, whatever it is. That's a really cool thing. So if you're out there and you're listening to this, know that I really appreciate you. Every time you comment, every time you leave a like. It's obviously a very superficial connection, but it's oddly fulfilling, and it's special. And I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate every single one who has come and decided to join us on this journey a little bit. It's been an arduous one between Hollow Knight's most difficult challenges and Celeste's most difficult challenges, but it's been wholeheartedly rewarding. And if you want to stick around a bit longer, well, you're welcome. That's the wrong way to phrase it. You're welcome to do so. I will enjoy the company, if nothing else. So this room is straightforward enough. I just need to throw the jellyfish, and use the springs. But how to do it properly is a bit of a timing process, but I think I can do it. Sproing, throw, sproing, dash. You know, if I catch that jellyfish, it buys me just enough time to be able to survive it if I miss the dash. I wonder if you can... No, you can't. Okay. That's fine. I was trying to see if I could play catch with myself with the jellyfish while throwing, but I think unless I have more momentum going forward than the jellyfish itself, that's going to be a pretty tricky trick to do. Supposedly, I need to remember this is in the core. I can use my dash to hit these springs. Like, the core has unfortunately trained me against my better instincts for every other level in this game, and so I'm more hesitant and more conservative with my dashes than I need to be. But I think I can, again, this is just a muscle memory sort of thing. And would have been cool if I hit that. Maybe I can't, there's no way to save that, I think. I'd have to go back around it, I think. So, better just to reset and try again. That would have been safe, I just didn't trust it. There we go. And see, as long as I remember to have my dash as a backup, we're in the clear. But I think that's a good place to end it for this episode, Kiwi. You have just woken up, and I promised you waffles for breakfast this morning, and I am holding that promise. I am keeping that promise, rather. So with all that said, Kiwi, when you inevitably watch this video in the far-off future and hear me say waffles, don't forget to ask Jeff for waffles for breakfast on that day, too. I digress. Thank you again to everyone who's tuning in to watch these. I really appreciate the support. It's a small population, but it's so huge to me. It really is. And Kiwi, to you, I hope you've enjoyed watching. And if you're awake, I hope this is helping you fall asleep. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.